this week. I turn my hat this way, you feel me, cuz? I turn my hat this way, cuz I'm finna shoot some classic. When I was a little kid, man, it used to be late at night and shit. And it's this thing called Beef. He used to come on TV all the time. He used to talk about all rap beef that's going city. You had T.I. and Lil Flip. You had 50 Cent, some other New York niggas. You had 50 Cent in the game. I mean, you had just beef every fucking where in the rap game. They used to talk about it all the time. And as you see, now how the game kind of switches up these days, you don't really see like TV shows that actually, you know, talk about beef that's going on in the hip hop world. You actually see like social media talk about beef. DJ Academics, The Shade Room, Ball Alert. You see mostly. I'd say beef has kind of changed now. I mean, like back then you had niggas like, okay, it's on site when I see niggas like, fuck this, it's on site. This we'll drop a diss record. We gonna see these niggas in the club. We gonna post up like, what's up? Now you see how you got people trolling each other. Just like, oh yeah, your shit whack. This and that, make a diss song. Talking about this nigga dead homie. Talking about this nigga mama and shit like this. But when it comes down to it, like when shit gets real, nobody does anything. Like you see, like for example, you see these two niggas beefing right here, these two niggas beefing right here. You know what I'm saying? They'll link up their op, and they'll make a diss song dissing them niggas like that. So they got that team, this team, but then later on the run, hey, we squash beef. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, this and this. Back then, it's like fuck that. We gonna shoot at your homie, your nigga by us, so we gonna beat his ass, this and this. As you see, I got two of the niggas right here. I got 50, Pop, Chris, Drake. You know Chris and Drake had they beef going on. They squashed their shit. 50 Cent, King of Petty, baby. King of Petty. You know he dissed it. Rick Ross like a motherfucker. Released Rick Ross, Baby Mama 6 tape. Every nigga he beefed with, in my opinion, I feel like he won. You feel me? 50 Cent is a businessman. He's still doing, still doing shit regardless. Tupac, he had the best diss song ever. Hit him up, dissing Biggie in a whole motherfucking Bad Boy. If he said we're gonna be down with Bad Boy, then fuck you too. And I mean, like I said, in my opinion, that nigga had the best diss record. Hit him up, best one ever. But I ain't finna do too much talking, man. We finna get straight into the video. It is part 3 of the episode of Beef. Like I said, man, shit's coming all the time when I was little, bro. I used to love just sitting there like, damn, good. That's how the niggas got into it, this and this and woo. Like, so man, I hope y'all enjoy this video. Get your popcorn, get your snacks ready. It's gonna be a long ass video, cause on my mama's time. Peace, let's get into it. On the road to 2K, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
In the world of hip-hop, beefs have escalated to unfathomable heights. The biggest artists in the music industry square off with each other while record sales soar. Even with the knowledge of how violent some of these beefs can become, artists sensitive to the criticism and aware of how that criticism can affect their bottom line strike out on record or by other means. Regional artists in the South and Midwest who have had to fight especially hard for their respect have created their own style of beef. While artists contend with the pressures of fame, they now have the added strain. In a volatile, brave new world, they're trying to ensure their personal safety and that of the people around them.
Jim Jones.
Be somebody to come over you and step
Dipset.
your boundaries.
A lot of people
David
don't
Banner,
do
David Banner.
in order to make it.
If that's how you feel, homeboy, then come out and say that to me.
Don't shit
See, he was different back then, boy. That was a different nigga right there.
If I didn't know that I could beat the shit out of a nigga when I saw him, or I ain't gonna pull my pistol out, or it's not a real legitimate
You see, rocking that G Unit, baby.
then I wouldn't even engage in it.
When you have beef, it's
I think that's
a lot.
Henchman
There's
right
some
there.
people that you can't even have a record beef with because it's gonna turn into a street beef just because of the kind of person that they are.
That's all it is. It's fucking music, bro. That's what's so fucking sickening about this shit. It's music.
Real beef not gonna be on wax.
Bone Thugs
All
and
that
Harmony,
other shit,
baby.
all that talking back and forth, that's just a gimmick. Niggas trying to sell records. They need to leave that shit alone before they get somebody hurt.
That's beef. It don't let up. It ain't no sleep.
It ain't no resting with that shit.
Fuck you now and fuck you later. It's beef 3.
Beef 3. Oh boy.
I forgot the whole episode, which episode had what beef it is and all this. I mean, I think the only one I've seen so far in this, I think it's been sending some niggas from his home, like his hood and shit, saying he don't fuck with us no more type of shit. Used to look in the truck, used to love in the truck, used to love in the truck. Beef 3. Mango Smurf and 50 Cent. I'm rocking with 50.
Everybody know 50 grew up out here and whatnot. He grew up with us. We know him. He was a big figure out here. I can't even say he was soft, you know. 50 was never soft. I'm never here to shit on his name in that sense that he's soft and whatnot.
Niggas back then used to wear fat ass t-shirts.
You know, 161st. This is a spot where 50 got shot at. This is his grandmother's house and whatnot. Coming up towards your right. This is the house to your right here.
It's not a music beat. This is what people have confused. They think, oh, it's publicity. These niggas is in magazines talking about, oh no, it's not that.
One of the most volatile neighborhoods in America, Jamaica, Queens, is known for its ruthless streets. But alliances made in the street game can become beef when those that make it out distance themselves with those they leave behind. With a street reputation, Bang'em Smurf, whose son's godfather was 50 Cent, acted as 50's friend and confidant.
The beef started with my homie Bang'em Smurf. As you know, he's incarcerated. Smurf was 50's everything. His shooter, his protection, his standby guy, he opened doors for him, everything. That was his heart.
While 50 was becoming a superstar, Bang'em Smurf was arrested for reckless endangerment and criminal possession of a firearm.
So when he got locked up, his bail was $75,000. Now at this point, Get Rich or Die Trying did like $8 million. So, you know, 50 had that money to wipe his ass with. So we just keep calling him, man. We just getting the same answer.
See, them niggas stink, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, just because the nigga sold, you gotta think about this is the beginning of 50 Cent's career.
You know?
So 50 really, you know, he had that money, but it's like, damn, you feel me? I can't just,
my nigga was in the car.
You know, all that.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas from the hood was riding around to take care of that beef for him. He wasn't.
I think, because in my opinion, I feel like 50 Cent, hey, you know, I'm gonna push y'all niggas around me and all that. Y'all gotta make y'all own move. But y'all can't do the same dumb shit that, you know, go get y'all fucked up, make my name look bad type of shit.
So finally, we get a Bill Barnes person that's.
He was the hottest from out right now, you feel me?
Had to be put up in order to get him out.
And 50 Cent probably didn't want, you know, none to tarnish his name or do anything, you know what I'm saying, to fuck his career up.
I'm like, yo, summer's good. Why y'all niggas ain't come get me? This nigga couldn't even tell me why. He just started beefing. Like, what, nigga? You running around in town, I'll send you back to the hood to get your mind right. This nigga left me in the hood for 4 months, nigga. How you gonna send a nigga back to the hood and get his mind right? You know what getting your mind right in the hood is? Getting high and tearing shit up.
50 now, this 50
Like, bro,
multi-million character that everybody's thinking he's fame, taking his shirt off, thinking he's cute, is not loyal. So all that money you got, if you don't got loyalty,
like, I'm putting you around me, bro, and you up here want to do dumb shit, bro. You can't do that when you hang around me. It's one thing I said. You put yourself around 100, no, 99 broke people, you will be the 101. You put yourself around 99 rich people, you be the 100 rich person.
You know? Smurf go against anybody for 50. Even myself, Smurf would have went against
So
me.
50 trying to put this nigga around, like, yo, I'm pushing around this shit right here. This new lifestyle, man, you gotta adapt to it, bro.
Turned out to be a bad
You can't
thing,
keep
but
on
Smurf
doing
was
the
a loyal
same
person.
shit that
That's
we
how
used to do
loyal
when we
he
was
is,
like
you know?
younger and not famous. famous and shit.
That's just him, you know. He's too kind-hearted.
Cause you know what I'm saying.
Even
You hanging with me and shit.
Out on bail.
You fucking me up. You fucking the money maker up.
50's head. He still wasn't, yo, fuck 50, da da. He was just hurt behind it. He was really hurt. He done slept in 50's house to protect him. Laying his life down for this.
But he just said that 50 was like the toughest nigga, man.
At least bail him out.
Wasn't no scary
Blow
nigga.
your
What?
life to Smurf. Actually, you know, so we still wasn't gonna say nothing. All right, whatever, 50, da da. He got on the mixtape.
Hey, Smurf, don't think I don't hear you out there talking about me, you little dirtbag. Brush your teeth before you talk about me. I'm like God to you niggas. I'm like God to you niggas. I'm like God to you niggas. I'm like God to you niggas.
I'm like God to you niggas. You ain't God, nigga. That's why I dropped What's Beef. I ain't gonna fuck about anything else he said, but that What's God shit really touching my heart.
He said, really
Smurf is
touched my
heated
heart.
now. It went from being hurt to being mad. And that's when it all flipped.
Acting as Smurf's mouthpiece, up-and-coming rap artist Domination shot back with Can't Teach Me How to Stunt.
You ain't letting no cats kill. 50 lay up the steroids and Prozac pills. Bastard, that shit
I forgot how
is
niggas used to sound back in the day.
No motherfucking G-Unit soldier. Car bulletproof.
At Summer Jam 2004, 50 played in his hometown of New York. Bang'em Smurf and Domination were in attendance.
We went to Summer Jam, 20 deep. We went there to just make a statement. We here. Anywhere you go, you can't escape us. When we came out on the stage, we was already here. Fuck G-Unit. We were on the left side. And 50 stayed on the right side the whole time. He was like trying to ignore us and whatnot, but it just got to him. You know, 50 has an ego. So once something really touches his nerve, he wants to do something to touch your nerve.
That nigga 50 is that motherfucker swole. That nigga walking like this around stage.
He comes over with a bottle of water. Now I'm thinking he gonna throw the whole bottle of water at us and cause some damage. This bitch nigga opens the bottle and throws the water out on us. So Smurf jumps over the barricade. When Smurf jumped over the barricade, security rushed him. My homie True, that's locked up right now, grabbed a chair and flung it at me.
That nigga caught that bitch. He
so
said,
one chair flew, you know, 20 chairs flew behind him.
Motherfucker, give me this shit, little nigga.
Now we threw chairs at them niggas. They ain't throw them back. No.
Cuz, man, 50 think it's
Nothing.
smart,
Their
bro. He
security
would've thrown a
guard
chair and hit somebody else. That's a loss. There's more money he gotta lose right there. Gotta think smart, man. He got money, y'all don't. So if he, you know what I'm saying, hit y'all, beat y'all up real bad, y'all could sue this nigga.
We all wish that it could end.
And
but,
he'll lose all his money. Y'all be like, yeah, we got 50 money, yeah.
That is so crazy, like, your killer instinct kicks in.
50, fuck you. And he know why, man, cause you not real, dude. You not at all, man. For real. It's loyalty and it's betrayal and there's nothing in between. And we loved you, man, real talk. Niggas loved you. Niggas loved you.
One day I took my guy to the phone booth to use the phone, right? We was in an older Lincoln and shit. I had some jewelry on and shit. And we pulled over. You know, I'm sipping a little something.
Twister,
so
boy.
I pull up apart. So he come back and he come to the car and he was like, yeah, man. And I'm thinking he finna introduce me to his guy or something. So he like, yeah, T-man, just go and give it to him, man. Give him something. I'm like, man, what are you talking about? So I look. The nigga got a big ass, I don't know what the fuck it was, 4.5, some type of big ass strap, man. Big ass police looking pistol.
He said police ass too.
Looking with a straight evil look in his face, like, man, give me that shit. He's like, what the fuck you got, nigga? Woo woo. Then my guy said, man, Twister, just give it to him. Then he said, Twister. He was like, Twister? Man, my fault, man. Twister for real. He was like, man, I just got out the county, man. Woo woo woo. Man, my name Capone, man. My fault. But man, Red, I had you, Red, man. Man, I can't even do that to you, Twister, man. Put the strap in his pocket, broke down to his knees, started kicking his rhymes for me and everything. Gave me his number. Told me he was gonna call the studio and everything. He was like, man, I can't do that to you, man. I got too much respect, man. Spit for me. He was like, I'll holler at him.
Twister versus Bone Thugs. I never knew they had beef with each other,
LA
man.
and New York may have had a head start in hip-hop.
Cause you think, man, these
but
niggas...
by the late 90s, the whole country was getting into the act. Without the support of the music industry, many of these
These
artists
niggas
became
all rap
entrepreneurs,
fast and shit,
creating
bro.
their own style and sound. With a unique, super fast delivery style that the Midwest could call its own, tension mounted between Twista and Bone Thugs and Harmony over who originated the style.
Twista was the first nigga, you know what I'm saying, that made it be known in the game that you could rap fast, flat out. But when he did it first, you know what I'm saying, it was like niggas wasn't picking up on it. So Bone came out with it, everybody loved it. So Bone really put it on the map.
Honest to God, man, I really couldn't tell you where the shit came from. It was just like, boom, we came up out of nowhere. And I guess since we was the new niggas on the scene, you know what I mean, everybody wanted to pick a bone with Bone Thugs and Harmony. I never really understood it because our styles really, to me, wasn't like how Twista was doing it. He was rapping fast and doing his thing and all that, but he wasn't flipping it with the harmony and all that type of shit, you know what I mean?
Wanna give me for the wood, better get the whole motherfucker hood to come and give you some back up. We can get into it if you wanna do it. I'm leaking the fluid out of the bodies that wanna come at this. Like for some reason that style, you know, everybody wanna claim that style or whatever, but you know, we all from the Midwest.
I wouldn't say it was a Midwest thing, because we from 99th and St. Clair, Cleveland, Ohio. We was always trying to do us. We was always into us. 5 niggas always stayed to theyself. I never bought Twista shit. I never heard none of my friends never brought it to me like, listen to this, or none of that shit.
In the beginning, it was a couple dudes who said
Crazy Bones.
You know, we supposedly had Big Day style. You know what I'm saying? But niggas ain't knowing. You know what I'm saying? We had never been outside of Cleveland.
Maybe somebody got into his ear and said, oh, you know, they trying to do you, or, you know what I mean? Because that's how it came to me. Motherfuckers got in our ear like, yeah, you know these motherfuckers said y'all stole their style, and that's where it came from. After I heard about niggas had beef with us, that's when I started paying attention.
Now watch more bees on the stage, beef on the brains. Down the first of the month, cause the worst of the blow. Why would you compete to be doing? Now you gon' see easy soon. Finna boom on a reaper. Cushion, cause the reaper's still rushing. When I reach and start busting, I'm a bone crusher. Quick county or nothing, ain't no bluffing.
If you look at the game from 1994 on, Bone Thugs and Harmony came with that staccato, rapid fire, you know what I'm saying? From what I know, from what I heard, Twista was just going straight down the line. He wasn't pausing, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't flipping, we wasn't flipping it the same.
Feeling the strip for the rump, step bump. Hit a funk, get a jump at the dust. This field just be dug and straight buzzing. Loving your peoples, cause we so real. Chill, better bring your weapon.
It never got personal with me and Twista, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, when me and him met, it was love, and we kicked it like that.
Hey.
Shit, I drove out to
That shit
his
be classic
homeboy
right
set.
there.
You know what I mean? Me and my wife drove out there, kicked it, me and her by ourselves. You know what I mean? So I was thinking like, I ain't know if it was gonna be beef for these niggas was setting me up or what.
We had a mutual friend. It's like, you know, niggas all mad at each other, and then somebody come up and say, man, I'm kicking it with Lazy, woo, woo, woo. And it's your boy too, and he got money, and he like, shit, okay, fuck this. I want y'all to do a song together. I'm gonna pay both of y'all to get on this song. Y'all gonna do it. It's like, man, you know what I'm saying? We had a mutual homie that was so down that we had no choice but to get cool. Like, as far as me and Lazy, you know, and that's what kind of
that shit gonna be
the
long.
whole beef situation.
He came to me like a man, I came to him like a man. We talked about it, figured out that it was all bullshit that was in the air, and shit, we dropped a motherfucking jewel, Midwestern bass.
The Midwest Invasion squashed the beef and became an instant classic.
I love that nigga like I love my own brother, you know what I'm saying? And of course, if we can do some music all day long, that's what we here for.
When you get older, you always look back and be like, man, we was some stupid motherfuckers, man, fighting over that dumb shit. Who can rap better, who can rap faster. That shit young-minded people think about, you know what I'm saying? But once you older, if you make it to get that old, if you get that chance to really reflect back and be like, man, that shit was dumb as fuck.
That's all you can do. You live and learn. You make a mistake, don't make the same mistake twice, especially if it don't kill.
Chinese.
know what you can do, suck a nigga dick.
Any motherfucker got a problem with Nelly, they got a problem with me. And no motherfucker wanna see me and my comrades in these streets.
Few artists have single-handedly lifted a city from obscurity to prominence. But if one artist is recognized for doing so, it's Nelly. His name is almost synonymous with St. Louis. Maybe it's because of his album Nellyville, which sold an amazing 9 million copies, becoming the second most successful album of 2003. Nelly introduced a brand new flavor of countrified Midwest slang to hip-hop. Nelly's fame also gave him the ability to control the tightly knit scene of St. Louis and help out other artists
I don't
by
give a fuck.
providing
We ain't stopping
financing,
shit, baby.
studio time, and opening slots for his tours. But the long line of other artists ahead of him and a lack of recognition caused one of Nelly's emerging artists, Chingy, to become disenchanted.
When we first took Duke on tour, back before he even had a deal.
So we doing these shows, we rocking these shows, and you know what I mean? It's like they seeing us, but at the same time, they not seeing us, you know what I'm saying?
We felt like, when we took him on tour, man, they don't even come watch us perform. You know, part of the reason why we took you on tour out there before that, so if the show started at 8 o'clock and y'all going to 8, we don't go at 9:30, so we ain't got to come to 9 o'clock or 8:45. So that touched me.
We gotta say the fans, they want to come and get autographs from us.
Open ass.
And you know, so we give an autograph, and they shut that down like, oh,
Well, ain't nobody gave us shit like that.
Ain't nobody in the motherfucking house bought a ticket to see no Chingy.
Instead of waiting for a deal with Nelly, Chingy got his own deal with Ludacris's DTP label, releasing the multi-platinum selling album, Jackpot.
Duke didn't want to wait. Duke went out, he got his own deal, still was low.
I gotta find out you got a deal from somebody else on the radio?
I guess I was getting too big. I guess my status was growing, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it felt like a threat to him. I don't know what type of nigga with millions of dollars would be tripping off another man coming up trying to make some money too, you dig?
We just saw it as people coming into St. Louis trying to take advantage of shit that we booked. People outside of St. Louis, you know what I'm saying, trying to come in, steal bits and pieces just because it's hot right now. They're not really giving a fuck about the artist or the person that's in it. They just coming in just trying to steal bits and pieces.
It's just him being him and not want to see nobody do good, see nobody come up.
Nelly also felt disrespected by Chingy in the press.
For him to say that Nelly and the St. Lunatics didn't have no part in him getting a deal. It's like saying Run DMC and them ain't got no bearing on me getting a deal. Everybody that come out help the next motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And that's all we was trying to say, was like, oh, B, don't sit up here and open up magazines and say, well, these niggas ain't had nothing to do with me getting no deal. Nigga, you was on tour with us. We got you on tape with your jersey on backwards, standing on the side of the stage like you want to be a lunatic.
I wasn't just your average guy, just out there, walking around, just want to be like him, want to be like him, want to be like him, and follow. I'm not a follower.
When I was out of town on the road doing our lunatic thing, where you at? You in St. Louis at my house, in my basement. You and my little brother, y'all in there eating my food. I'm sitting at home, my wife giving you $100 and seeing y'all go out of town, sending y'all money and helping y'all.
Ali really want to be where he at, and he's not. He sucks, so he feed a lot of bull crap and put it in his mind and have him thinking different things.
The beef began to escalate with Nelly on his 2004 album Sweat, released the track Another One, a backhanded form of flattery which was meant to remind the younger artists who came first.
Everybody come to me like, you heard Nelly dish you on the song? And people was telling me about it before the song even came out. I tried to listen to it to get something different from it, to be like, well, and I know it's probably to other people saying like just a couple lines that they may have said, but listen to the song called Ain't Another.
I like the way you do that right there. You just remember why you do that right there. I made it tight to be country. They thought country was bummy. Until country start making money, now they all in Kentucky.
I listened to it a couple times, seeing if I can get something different.
It does sound like he did sound.
But I took it as it was basically a shot to me.
They said, I like the way you do that right there. You just remember why you do that right there. That's all I said. I could have said, fuck the way you do that right there. Or pussy ass nigga, why you do that right there. Now, that's what I should have said, obviously not. But I didn't.
I thought it was bold. You know what I'm saying? Like you just this big king or something. Like I need to just recognize or something.
Nah, Lil Dirty cool, I like the way you do that right there.
So I was like, well, that's how he feel. I'm gonna say something.
I heard that song, boy. It ain't another boy. Better keep my name out your mouth. I'm on some others, boy. I've been discovered, boy. That's why you hating, boy. They like the way I do that right there. They relating, boy.
You keep talking about me. You gon' I ain't at home all the time. You gonna have to deal with some niggas that know me. When they see you, they gonna wanna know what's up.
This shit come down to the street. If the street, we ain't got the street, you ain't got shit.
Since we worried about Chingy, we not worried.
Where's we worried, man?
He didn't start dissing until his record started breaking. Once he threw that Powerball bullshit out there and that shit started tanking left field, then that's when he came out with the diss record.
Kiss my ass with that bullshit.
I never knew these niggas had beef.
Awards in Las Vegas, Chingy approached Nelly to squash the beef.
I'm at the gambling table. The nigga comes up in Vegas, and he's sitting like, yo, man, I just want to talk. I said, okay, talk.
We didn't get nowhere in Vegas. When we was talking, it didn't get nowhere because he wanna be this big boss, sitting up there with his cigar and keep telling me I'm not listening to him. Like, you know what I'm saying, at this crap table.
And first thing you always say is, yo, I want to talk to you by myself, just me and you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this around, I don't want that around, I don't want this around, this around. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell him, like, yo, don't nobody control me, B. Whatever I can say in front of you, I can say in front of everybody out here because it ain't gonna be no contradiction.
But you ain't listening to me. You ain't listening to me. You not listening to me.
I said, okay, talk. See, well, first of all, man, you ain't just recognizing me as a man. I said, dog, I respect everybody as a man.
I'm drunk, he drunk. We not getting nowhere.
He trying to say we both was drunk. Nigga, I don't even drink like that. You know what I'm saying? He trying to say we both was drunk.
Shit, Nelly look drunk right there and there.
And I'm like, all right, Chingy, that's cool. Big Bob came and told me you wanted to holler, so I don't need nobody to come talk to you for me. I said, damn.
Some bull crap. That whole conversation didn't get nowhere.
He was standing right here. He ain't had nothing smart to say.
When I see dude and them, it ain't no words and nobody speak.
Nigga was humble, head down, didn't even look me in my eye.
Or if you do speak, you know what I'm saying, like, don't acknowledge.
But it still was so-called cool. So I said, all right, the dirty, we'll holler later about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Let's go gamble, we're gonna go up to the party, let's have some fun.
I did respect you. I used to shout the niggas out in interviews all the time, like, right on the Nelly and them for opening the doors, this and that. Nobody recognized that, though.
And don't let me forget my homeboys neither. Nelly, Keywan, Murphy. Without them opening that door for St. Louis, I probably wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? They came through the door, I'm coming through the windows.
He's playing, he's fishing right now, you know what I'm saying? He got his mama calling up to the radio station. He got his daddy calling all around town. Everybody calling us, telling us to chill the fuck out. But it ain't us who's doing it, you know what I'm saying? It's his son. It's their kid. It's their kid that's doing this. You're looking at a chameleon. We saw three faces on Duke. We saw the humble face, we happy to be out here on tour when we first got him. We saw the nah face, I got my deal, fuck you niggas. And now we seeing the, damn, I'm fucked up right now. Man, let's just end this shit face.
Chingy also challenged Nelly's claim of originating dirty.
He didn't start the word dirty. He think he started the word dirty, but he started the word dirty. Shit, I got cousins and me and everybody 10 years ago used to say dirty.
These niggas arguing about a damn word, boy. I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm the first nigga to say dirty, cuz. Dirty. St. Lunatics first came out saying the word dirty. Trace him. I bet you don't hear dirty and nobody rap. Nobody. None.
He came out first and put the Lou on the map. We respect him for that. Okay, you did that. You know what I'm saying? But you're not finna, don't try to take all the credit like you just started everything and you this big fucking king for St. Louis. It's not. You not.
I came up with the word dirty. St. Lunatics is repping dirty first.
As tension began to heat up on the streets of St. Louis between the Chingy camp and Nelly's dirty ENT camp, Chingy knew there was one man who could reason with both artists.
Like, my people is his people. Like, he got a cousin that's like my cousin that be with him all the time.
Chingy mentioned MJ and Boo. I raised the little dude since he was 6.
And I talked to him, and you know what I'm saying? And he be like, look, H, I'm gonna talk to little cuz.
Man, my little cousin is a grown man, and he a thinking man. He just, you know what I'm saying, no guy that I heard. He a thinking man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'll talk to this man.
Why we gotta sit down and make it over? We men. It's over. I give you my word, it's over, it's over, it's over. Bam. You wanna sit down and have a kumbaya?
Although Nelly is resistant to having a sit down with Chingy, he did call for an end to the beef.
If it gets squashed today, whether it gets squashed tomorrow, it'll be squashed.
It's squashed. Don't nobody do nothing. Dirty ENT don't move. You City don't move.
Buster, y'all be cool. Everybody chill.
You're hearing from us right now. It's all. We good. We straight.
Everybody chill. We good.
We chill.
He go his way, we go
our way.
I like it when you do it right. Fire, right? Fire. Gang over. Flip.
What's beef? Beef is when a nigga like you can't sleep. Wake up with no appetite and you can't eat. Better look both ways before you walk in the streets. Nigga, that's beef. What's beef? Beef is when a nigga like you can't sleep. Wake up with no appetite and you can't eat. Better look both ways before you walk in the streets. Cause you don't wanna bump heads with a nigga like me.
Down south, you know, we don't have all the record labels, the Def Jams, the Sonys, the Universals. You know, people in New York, artists that are from the East Coast, I mean, shit, you can just wake up and walk down the street and see Def Jam. Down here, shit, you gotta catch a flight.
Already we got people in the north that are dead, you know, superior, they're intelligent, and people in the south are dumb and slow and don't know anything. So, you know, definitely, I mean, people in the south work harder.
I'm 3 cars behind, and I don't need no help when I handle my biz. Then you rap niggas be on my dick more than my bitch. I'm not a cupcake, nigga. I'm hard as a rock. I'm like Pac, I got shot. Then I checked myself out. The doc told me to get rest, but I went to the lab. I'm hitting you with an uppercut. You shouldn't have went for that jab. Now my whole state pissed, cause you don't know who you diss. You diss me, then you diss the whole screwed up clique. Bitch.
Those artists go through so much down there.
DJ Emmy, goddamn, cuz.
They can't break a record.
You're funny looking like a motherfucker.
They have to go to the club and get that record popping in a club, and that's almost impossible. Just imagine going to New York and every club you have to get that record spun.
I don't think the forefathers of the South definitely don't get the credit they deserve. You know what I'm saying? For what they do. Period. You know, that's life.
We don't get the same opportunities that other places get, but it ends up being a blessing because we know our business. We know retail because most of the rappers didn't own record stores. You know what I'm saying? We know I'm my own producer, not because I wanted to be a producer, but because I couldn't get no beats from nobody else.
As much as they have to work harder to get their spins or, you know,
back then the South had to work hard.
They have so much. They get so much more of the returns because they're independent.
While people up north,
many people go to Houston or go to Atlanta to just get
discovered.
discovered.
Down here was saying, I go in the corner on
like they say now, like most East Coast rappers and West Coast rappers sound like South rappers. That's how shit changed, bro. That shit crazy.
Real niggas respect me. They know I ain't no hoe, but it ain't take me 4 videos to go.
All the different things that, you know, what I guess would be looked at as things that are connected with that adversity, they're actually a blessing and make us strong.
You can't eat. Better look both ways before you walk in the streets. Nigga, that's beef. What's beef? Beef is when a nigga like you can't sleep. Wake up with no appetite and you can't eat. Better look both ways before you walk in the streets, cause you don't wanna bump heads with a nigga like me.
Bitch.
Violence has often been a consequence to settling differences among artists involved with beef. Artists now have to employ measures to secure their safety. Some choose to surround themselves with large entourages, others choose professional security, sometimes employing off-duty and retired police. Others feel it's necessary to carry a weapon and protective armor. And some artists have decided to forego these security measures and travel solo, leaving their destiny to a higher power.
That's why I walk around the way I do. I don't be worrying about none of these motherfuckers, man. Word up, man. God is my motherfucking bodyguard. Word to mother.
For superstar artists engaged in beef, homes become fortress with sentries on the lookout. Leaving the house means traveling with armed guards in black suits and cars becoming armored vehicles, capable of withstanding attacks from gunfire and explosives. History has proved that record sales increase with artists engaged in beef. But with so much that can be lost so quickly, is it worth it?
I could have a whole army. Y'all could surround me out here with tanks. And one motherfucker walk right across that tightrope. Black's down. He's down. What the fuck? What was all your protection for? What did it do? What? A nigga still walked past that tightrope and hit me in the head 5 times.
any nigga that walk around talking about, I don't need no bodyguard, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that, nigga, you a fool. And that's why niggas get killed every goddamn day, because they stupid.
I be arming up, that stuff, all that shit. He did.
Facts.
And yeah, you might see me in a couple places with a blacked out vehicle and a nigga with a badge or something, yeah.
I'm the first one to see somebody like, look at this nigga. This nigga got 3 fires. This nigga's pussy.
You gotta play it smart sometimes, you dig? But the goons is always with me, my niggas is always with me. I ain't hard to find and I ain't hard to touch. Smell me? I'm not a prisoner of this shit.
But at the end of the day, some crazy shit will happen. And you'll be happy, like, yo, thank God, because if this wouldn't happen, this could happen.
I think if most guys really thought of that, if they didn't think they would be surrounded by bodyguards and, you know,
fuck man,
homies,
Jimmy
and so on and
Hitchman.
so forth, a lot of these guys probably wouldn't say the things that they say. They would be a little more mindful if they knew that it'd be a one-on-one situation most of the time.
I run my shit like the mob. Like I'm the boss. Straight up, the Clover G boss, you see it. It's 5 underbosses. It's 50 niggas with 4-leaf clover chains in America. Spread it out. So, I'm gonna leave it at that.
If you supposed to be so gangster and all this, you don't need no police. All you need them cannons. But you know, but the cops ain't gonna do nothing for it. They gonna let you get hurt too. You know, cause the cops only gonna allow you to do a certain thing.
The bodyguard has actually caused problems where they're too violent, pushing people out of the way, not being respectful to others, and have actually, shall we say, heated a situation that could have been nothing more than just a simple walk by of an individual.
If you got some cancer juices down for the team, you ain't got to worry about no police. I don't. Ever since NWA's Fuck the Police and Ice-T's Cop Killer, hip-hop artists have expressed their frustrations with police. Today, hip-hop artists sometimes have to protect themselves even from those empowered to protect.
You don't put your fucking hand on me, you know what I'm saying?
In Orlando, Florida, recording artist Little Scrappy performed
Lil
at a
Scrappy and the
benefit show
Police.
helping to raise money for Dr. Phillips High School. Police were on hand to provide security, and Little Scrappy would soon learn that no good deed goes unpunished.
The event was to give back to the kids, you know what I'm saying? It was in the school auditorium, and when I was doing it, I was crunk, I got them amped up. Wasn't nobody on the floor at first. When I came up, that's when everybody rushed to the floor, and it got packed, like suicidally packed. Like I couldn't even see packed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn. I'm up here just doing my shit, you know what I'm saying? We from here, jump out in the crowd. What's a show if they can't touch you? Then you just a uppity ass motherfucker. The crowd was so amped up, they cut the music off. The cop took the mic, was talking to the kids. One of my managers came up, they was like, instead of you trying to be a superstar, why don't you jump down there and help them kids down there? Throws me back the mic, turns around, and just bumped up to my manager. You know what I'm saying? So we were like, hold on, that's some nigga shit. That's like some street fighting shit. That's when it all started. Like 100 cops got on stage, man. He grabbed one of my producers and, hold on, can't push him like that. You can't do that, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I said, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? He let him go, and he broke through the whole crowd and just pushed me off stage. And when he did that, I lost it. You know what I'm saying? I lost it. I was ready to fight one of them. You know, I was like, I was on some real, let's fight the police type shit. I was like, you know what? Fuck the police. I don't get no goddamn.
That was on some fucked up shit.
Y'all motherfuckers learn, goddamn. They didn't want to handle the situation. They wanted to handle the situation. Like, they wanted to fight us. They took out their tasers, their guns, doing me like this, shut the fuck up and shit. And I told them, what you gonna do to me? You gonna shoot me in front of all these kids, and they see, and everybody see I ain't did shit to you. That's what you gonna do. You gonna fuck yourself up, and that's what they did.
Look at him. Big bitch
The
ass
Orlando
dude.
Police Department claimed that Little Scrappy was warned not to use profanity and was not allowed to remove his shirt. Officer Richard Bailey Jr. claimed that the men on the stage were attempting to invoke a riot response from the crowd.
It was so humiliating the way it went down.
Lil Scrappy is now engaged in a lawsuit with the Orlando Police Department and arresting Officer Richard Bailey Jr. and is seeking $250 million of compensation.
Nigga, my back hurt, nigga. Ouch.
Mixtape DJs have been around almost as long as hip-hop itself. But recently, mixtape DJs have
Hey, you gotta
taken
get
this
that money, Lil
underground
Scrappy.
art to mainstream popularity. Mixtapes, usually a blend of different artists and producers mixed together with a variety of different beats.
Gangsta
Mixtape
Brazil.
DJs have elevated the art by incorporating audio bits and sound design. The arrangement of the mixtape speaks to the personality of the DJ. As hip-hop comes full circle, today's mixtape DJs have the power to break new artists as never before. But along with this newfound power comes responsibility.
DJs are the key thing in hip-hop music.
I take with the music and we give it to the people and we give it to the streets and we bang out.
You know, the artists bring the music to the DJ. We bust our ass, and you know, we out there on the front field working every day. We get the music to the people.
DJs were a medium, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with the beef shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have the beef with Lil Flip, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, T.I.'s my man, and I roll out with T.I., so, you know what I mean? That's who I'm riding with, but at the same time, I am a medium to get it out.
This is one DJ game. It's called, I'm gonna play the middleman between artists. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get your diss record, then I'm gonna let the next nigga hear what you said about him, and then he gonna get a diss record, and I'm gonna make money off of both of you motherfuckers. That's what DJs play. That's the DJ game of the day, and it's not a lot of them doing that. It's the new DJs who really don't know what the fuck they doing, or really don't know about the respect level in hip hop, and those are the DJs that they go get records shoved all in their asshole when we catch them. And they know who they are, man, so I don't even gotta, you know, I catch you at the after party, you know, doing your little thing, ever punch you in your fucking mouth.
Everybody in most of the mixtapes play street politics, so, and that's definitely something you don't do in a mixtape game, you know what I mean? That's just something, that's a no-no.
There's been lots of instances throughout, you know, time where it's like, you know, the artist was kind of taking matters in his own hands and, you know, went and beat down a DJ.
Yeah, that's Vlad TV.
It's definitely, you know, you're definitely worried, you know, when you're putting out some shit that you know you're not supposed to be putting out.
An example of playing one side against the other happened when Young Buck asked T.I. and Ludacris, who were beefing at the time, to appear on the Straight Outta Cashville record on the track Stomp.
Most people got in touch with my people. Yeah, and I did it.
That's your nieces and your nephews, shit. Real niggas see the difference between you and this. Me getting beat down, that's Ludacris.
You know, Luda heard the song, asked to get on it.
If we would have went in there at the same time, and we had intentions on going at each other on the record, then you'd have heard a different record.
It was a little unfair because Luda got on the song after the T.I. verse was already laid down.
T.I. the damn real, boy.
Quit catching feelings, cause you worth a couple $100,000 and I'm worth millions. Nobody's thinking about you, plus your beef ain't legit. So please stay off the TIP of my dear.
Now, that was some real foul shit. You know, it was like, okay, I got this man on track, but I'm gonna go to this man and say, look how he talking. He didn't give me.
The T.I.P.
In other words, it wasn't no
of
fair
my
situation. That man didn't have enough time to respond to that man.
The public doesn't know this, but you know, the reason why there's no response to the Stomp record or T.I.'s not on the album version is because Chris, Shaka, Jason, and T.I. sat down and squashed all that shit before that shit even hit the public.
MCs have always boasted about their prowess on the mic. LL Cool J once proclaimed himself as the greatest MC ever, creating tension with Ice-T, who took that pronouns personally. Fortunately, that beef was squashed by Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation. Recently, one of Atlanta's premier MCs, T.I., has proclaimed himself king of the South. In a region known for its self-made millionaire MCs, some have taken issue.
A lot of people have had objections to this whole King of the South thing. And most of this shit all stems from that.
Most people and most artists is gonna rate themselves just what they is and how they feel in their heart. T.I. understand and feel he done did a bunch of work in this music industry, in these streets, and the game, period. He done paid his dues, and you got to respect that.
You gotta be a worthy king. You gotta be a humble king. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to sit down and holler at anybody with some sense.
LL say he's the greatest rapper, and niggas went at his head. Nobody went at T.I. So he is the king of the South.
I don't feel like I'm better than nobody else, but at the same time, I feel like I feel like I have a
True
lot
on
more
that. Nobody
talent,
said,
a
nah,
lot
that nigga ain't the
more-
king of the South.
A lot more of a
Till this day, the nigga say he the king of the South. Nobody still said anything to him about it.
credit for a lot of shit that they ain't really do.
You let me know what movie you watched in the beginning of the movie, you seen the king, and at the end of the movie, he wasn't dead.
I met the dude. We had a source photo.
T.I. goddamn, he lil Flip.
And I see Flip in New York when we were shooting the cover for the Source.
I was late because I was getting my hair braided or whatever. You know what I mean? So they let people come in my trailer. I don't let no motherfuckers come in my trailer.
It's mighty hoish of him to let somebody just basically like take your space, because I spent way more time. We was smoking, drinking, kicking and chilling on the trailer, me and my partner.
Producer Nick Fury asked T.I. to do a verse on Little Flip's Game Over remix. While at the photo shoot, T.I. discussed doing his verse.
I had spoke to Flip, I had spoke to Columbia, just off of this man's merit, because I know him and we cool. He produced the song, and he asked me to do a verse for him for the remix. So I did.
I appreciate, you know what I mean? You did a verse, but hey, I didn't already did it, so I told him he couldn't be on the remix. And after that, he went to jail. We shot the cover over, got out of jail, and I was on the cover, and it's jealousy, man.
Soon after the Source photo shoot, T.I. was arrested for a parole violation for crack cocaine possession and would spend the next 9 months in Fulton County Prison.
T.I. was locked up, you know, earlier on in the year. He was locked up, so Flip was getting it. You know, Flip really was shining while T.I. did some time.
The story goes, and you know what I mean, I say that because I wasn't there, but there's this event in Atlanta called Music Midtown. Flip was backstage with some girls around. One of them happened to be a friend to the girl.
They were there, he was there. He trying to holler at him. I guess he trying to get him to cater to him because of his success or whatever.
Flip was talking some shit, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, I'm the king of the South, or T.I. is this, T.I. is that, blah, blah, blah.
So he like, you gonna see I'm running this, I run the A. You gonna see I run this, that,
You know, the girl, you know what I mean, being who she was, said some shit to Flip, got him a little riled up.
And he like, looking at his partner, I know you ain't talking about T.I. You know, giggling under his breath, whatever. All right, cool. They're like, yeah, this is what we talking about. Okay, well, I got something for him. Just wait till I go in, wait till I get on stage.
So he went right to the stage and said, you know, who's the king of the South? Who's the king of the South? Everybody said T.I. The whole crowd screamed T.I. Flip said, fuck T.I. Tell T.I. I said, game over. We'll drop game over and do his show on that.
This is all while I'm incarcerated. And these girls, like, little does he know, are friends with my girl. Like, somebody said that they had it on video.
He say he got the tape. Show the tape, nigga. You know why the tape ain't surfaced? This is a fucking lie. This shit, I ain't finna go to no nigga town and disrespect nobody in a town. You feel me? That's like a spit in the face.
It's really flabbergasting to me.
At the Music Midtown Festival, some artists didn't show up, so promoters asked Little Flip to
Flabbergasted.
do more songs.
So I went back out there. I did a couple of new songs and I did one freestyle. And the hook, this how the hook go. It say, you know my favorite rappers, Tupac and B.I., but I ride 24s just like T.I. I'm hopping out in chinchillas, you wearing Levi's. That's what I said. I never said fuck this nigga. And after the fact, I did the same freestyle when I had my access granted on BET for Sunshine video.
You know my favorite rappers, Tupac and B.I., but I ride 24s just like T.I.
Same freestyle to let motherfuckers know. If I would've dissed the nigga, why would I get a nigga a shout out? You see what I'm saying?
He a big liar. Habitual. The man, like the man.
I'm a man, dog. If I say something about you, I'm gonna stay upset. If I'm gonna disrespect you, you know what I mean? What the fuck I'm gonna do it in your time for? He say he got the tape, show the tape. Put it on the internet, show somebody. Cause it don't exist. If I had a tape, I'd show that shit.
While incarcerated, T.I. convinced prison officials to let him shoot a music video as part of a work release program. During the video shoot, another inmate escaped.
This chick, whole nother incident, tried to break out of jail, did break out of jail.
I went through all the proper procedures and got approval from an employee over there. He said, all right, well, look, I want to make this happen for you, but let me get back with you. I got to ask somebody and, you know, get the okay first. They hit me back. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. But when the escape took place, a lot of people say, nah, I didn't say that was all right.
Many blame T.I., but eventually prison officials concluded that the two events were unrelated.
So when T.I. got out, he was just like, shit, I gotta, you know, the motherfucker can't take my spot. Because a lot of people in Atlanta did fuck with Lil Flip. Well, the birthday bash is really where the impact started.
T.I. wasn't on the bill for the show. He was the headliner, but he was a surprise guest. So we set up and everything, like shit was over. I remember we was on stage, I was setting up the instant replay and the crowd was just like, T.I., T.I., T.I. So everybody knew he was coming. So we just started off with Welcome Back. We just brought Welcome Back right on.
Miss me while I was gone, now I'm back in the zone. Got a message for the nigga who attacking the throne. You gon' make me put this heater to the back of your dome. Flip your little ass from the front to the back of your home.
We pulled up. You know how you can kind of hear who on stage? Our DJ got out. You know what I mean? When you get to the venue, your DJ gets out first and go get ready to set up.
So I think word got to the stage that Flip was there.
His pops was out the car and his DJ Dimp was out the car. You know what I'm saying? That man was trying to get to no damn stage.
So he's like, oh shit, this nigga trying to diss you. What the fuck is this? So we, oh really? Well, what's up? But shit, let's go check. What's up?
Look, Flip, I heard you in the house. Bring your punk ass to the stage. Has anybody seen Lil Flip lately? I'ma tell you what, Flip. Pussy nigga, I'm the leader of the troops. You just following suit. I got a question for anybody following you. What kind of nigga take a picture in a Lucky Charm suit with a lollipop chain and some leprechaun boots?
Tip wasting no time. Like he was like, all right, fuck you.
There's a leprechaun boots.
We gonna go into this. Flip, I heard you was in the building.
Bring your ass out here. Bring your punk ass out here. Tell the people what you've been saying about me while I was gone.
I mean, that's when he brought out the pictures of Flip in the leprechaun suit. You know, a real Jay-Z Hot 97 movie. You know what I mean? Which was a good look. Like, you know, like you can't. As far as entertaining, like it was classic.
Tell that fuck boy I say it in my face. And if he got something else to say, tell him I say, look what I got. Nigga. Lucky Charm ain't running.
Right then, the whole sound in the stadium just shut off.
We would go get out and go up there. And they were like, man, you know what, something go down. Security, police, all these motherfuckers were like, hey man, listen, they just shut this shit down. Now if I'm at home and I diss a nigga, they ain't gonna cut the music off on me. When he was at home and right after he dissed me, they cut the show.
He sent his father to call me. Like his father called me before they came to the birthday bash and was like, hey man, can we squash this? And you know, yada yada yada, trying to mediate. So I was like, honestly, man, you didn't get him in this situation, and I don't see very well how you could get him out. You wasn't on the stage with this man when he was talking down. I mean, you definitely aren't aware of his every action and his every statement. So, I mean, that man need to stand up on his own too.
When I heard him in interviews, like, yeah, I wouldn't send my daddy to go handle my business. I didn't send him I didn't tell you, hey, call this nigga. He did that shit on his own because he my daddy. And he from the streets, and he my daddy. You dig what I'm saying? So, ain't no nigga gonna give a fuck about you more than a motherfucker that had you. You see what I'm saying? So
So when he put his name in there, like I sent him to go handle that shit, that's when I'm like, okay, you go disrespect my dad like it's a, all right, well, cool. Now it's serious.
Then he went, he did a show, I think, the next night or the night after, and I think he digitally imposed my head on top of an Ethiopian body. Okay, that's cool, but like, that's fictional. This is make believe what you're doing here. What I came with was facts.
Yeah, that's fake.
You dig what I'm saying?
I think that's when Flip went to London and did the Tim Westwood.
Nigga, a Lucky Charm suit.
You know, was Pop saying, you know, he's 500,000, I'm a platinum artist, and you're a gold artist, and all that type shit.
He went way over to the UK, way over the UK on a radio station, did an interview and a little freestyle about me.
First of all, I'm a Clover G veteran, and y'all already know who I'm better than. Y'all know T.I. can't fuck with me. You a featherweight, you don't even weigh $150. Nigga, you lucky my plane got delayed, cause I would've knocked your punk ass off the stage. You a 7-time felon, what you care about a case? Yeah, you got out of jail early cause you working with the state snitch. You a bitch.
Right after that, I remember we sat down, was like, yo, it's time to do the tape. Got Scarface on the phone, you know, Tip talked to Scarface. Scarface said, you know, I never seen this nigga in the hood.
Say he from your hood.
Nah, you know, like, I ain't never seen that nigga over there, man. Seen out of Cloverland, you know, Dirty Red out of Cloverland, man, but I ain't never seen this nigga before, man.
The nigga hiding behind you like he trying to put you against me, saying, yeah, man, you know, Scarface do king of the South.
Niggas know what I am. That shit petty to me, homie. You ain't never ever heard me say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no king of nothing. Feel me? Nigga, you can have that shit.
He said, him and Scarface, the names he said was C-Note and D-Red. That's D-Red, that's C-Note. That's what they said. They said C-Note and D-Red was original motherfuckers, gangsters, hood, all that Bow Wow Wow, all other shit, know the game, and who's the truly bona fide niggas that Tip Drill need to get in contact with. Alright? Well, these niggas are sitting right here.
Thanks for the promotion.
Y'all all heard that shit. All y'all got the mixtapes, y'all heard that shit. But the two niggas are sitting right here.
I just want to state that, you know what I'm saying, he entitled to his opinion. And even if he don't want to be, to me, in my heart, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from and how I grew up and who I grew up listening to, shit, he the king of the South to me. Because I'm from Houston. So who else would be the, you know what I mean? The fuck? Scarface.
It's not a question of who's the better MC. It's nothing about talent. It's nothing about lyrical ability. It's nothing about that. Those are not the grounds for this altercation here.
I didn't spit with the best of them and held my own. I didn't fucking did tracks with Ludacris, Cameron, motherfucking Nelly, Mario Winans. Like, I can get on a track with anybody. His whole fucking album is about crack. It ain't about your jail record will make you your success in the rap game. But the nigga went to jail for tickets. Cause he ain't paid some tickets.
You can read my fucking rap sheet. Pistol charge, dope charge, pistol charge.
Tickets, man. Come on, gangster.
I mean, come on, man. What is it? What is that to
Nigga said tickets.
Like, man, I ain't from Cloverland.
Gangster.
He ain't from Bankhead, he from Riverdale.
All that $22 million man shit, man, that's false.
If you mad about one thing, you go talk about one thing and that's it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck my deal got to do with the beef? If you don't like me, why you go get a grill like me? If you don't like me, why you do a song with Destiny Child like me? The name of my album is Underground Legend. Your name, Urban Legend. Come on, man. That's some girl shit, dog.
It wasn't my business to say that you ain't really from this hood that you've been claiming. It wasn't my business to say, okay, you really can't rap for real and you had people writing your raps. It wasn't my business to say that you claiming you got this much money and really you're not even receiving residuals from your own project. That wasn't my business to say that. But now you gonna speak on me? All right, cool. Now I'm gonna hold a mirror up. I'm gonna show you who you are.
There's nothing to talk about a nigga, man. That's what we used to do in high school. Sit back and rank on a nigga, talk about a nigga clothes and teeth or whatever. That's easy.
Next time you speak on my kids, next time you holler about I'm a snitch and all the other shit, I'ma see.
In March 2005, T.I. was on tour promoting his album, Urban Legend. While in Houston doing a radio promo and shooting a DVD, T.I. decided to head to Cloverland in hopes of exposing Flip as a non-Cloverland resident. As T.I. pulled into this notoriously dangerous section of Houston, right behind was Little Flip. Clover G underboss Black Al Capone punched T.I. A fight ensued, which was broken up when someone fired off a round from a handgun.
You looking at a nigga who done took a bullet and wised up and learned how you treat motherfuckers, and you looking at a nigga who never took a bullet, been to jail, didn't learn how to treat motherfuckers from keep going to jail, and still go be ignorant.
Soon after, Rap-A-Lot CEO and power broker Jay Prince initiated a sit-down where both sides squashed the beef.
When you get older, you mature, man, and I'm trying to sell records and enjoy
Oh,
them. And if
shit,
you
Jay
around,
Prince get involved,
looking for
boy.
niggas trying to do this and all that.
And whether I like
It's
it or
over
you
with
like
Jay
it or
Prince
not,
getting involved, boy.
even though we have an issue with one another, we still working toward the same common goal. That's to put the South on the top. And that's that.
So you guys, I mean, Game, you know, made it big and everything. You guys ever see him back here?
What? Game? See Game over
Who?
here?
What?
No. Game?
Have you heard that he moved out? I mean, where is he hanging out? Do you know?
Shit, probably in the sunset somewhere.
Tell them how niggas doing. They go 4 times platinum. They leave the hood, move to Riverside.
He went 4 times platinum. Look what he gives me. Fuck Game.
Game? Over here?
What would happen if you ran into the Game?
Oh, what? We'll fuck his ass up, probably. Shit, you know how we. Oh my fucking god. man, that's fucked up.
That's my nigga right here.
With a pedigree of numerous industry shakers, by 2000, hip-hop in the West had fallen on hard times. As record companies looked elsewhere for artists, it would take the top East Coast rapper to anoint an underground.
Man, I'm gonna wrap it up, man.
resurrect
We're gonna continue this
the West
series,
Coast.
man.
However, the relationship with 50 Cent and the Game would get off to a rocky start.
Get a call, I'll look at my next.
The Game first drop, but hey, we're gonna wrap it up, man. We'll see the rest later. Go peace out, man. You dead? Let's go.
50 like, yeah, you did, nigga. It's on the Clue mix.